What's happening? What's happening, man? Steve Time here, man. With another video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Um, I just wanted to got something on my mind. I just wanted to get off and a lot of thinking and stuff like that. Basically, it's hard times out here, man. Like it really is hard times right now going on in the world today, especially in my city. Where I'm from, and just in general, a lot of people's stories is kind of similar as far as just everybody having a hard time. Even the people who got jobs and got a little money, it's like everybody going through something. And I really believe that's just a reason for you to want to go to God even more. I feel like Satan, he working hard right now. Satan really doing this number and working through family, loved ones, co-workers, your boss, your job, just anybody and everybody that is close to you or try to get close to you and try to, you know, sabotage your mindset, the things that you got going on. And I'm here to tell you, man, you can't let Satan win. You can't let Satan get in your head and, change, how you feel and have your character, being changed in a way because of, or getting your emotions, your feelings and all that and everything, and treat people wrong and come at people wrong and think about yourself and not think about the next person. And I just feel like it's hard times right now and everybody just want to think about themselves and they don't want to like look at the whole like situations and look out for people. Like that's the main goal is to try to look out for people as much as you can, you know what I'm saying? If you can't help, you can't help. But I mean, when you can, you can. You try to treat people right with respect because everybody going through something. Like, you don't know what the next person going through, so you try to like, you know, gotta be ease. Gotta be ease when it comes to talking to people and treat people a certain way. And, you gotta know that, like I said, everybody going through some hard times for everybody. Like, mostly everybody in the hood, I should say, just in general, it's hard times. And you gotta look at it like, man, like you can't just always think about yourself and not care about what everybody else is going through as well. You can't just think about it's just all about you and what you're going through, and nothing else matters. You know, Satan is working hard right now to get people to turn on each other, especially family and loved ones, close people. He working hard. He working the overtime to me, double time to me. For real, like right now in the world, and just in general, you can see it, man. Just like literally think about it, like just think about it all, your family, your situation, think about stuff, and you can see like he working hard, he working overtime to, get people to turn against each other, turn their back on each other, think about themselves selfishly, think about the things that they want and desire, not considering no one else's feelings and emotions and the stuff they go through. And basically every man for themselves, and that's not a good recipe for success, man, in this world when you only thinking about you in situations. The only thing that your situation is the only thing that matter, and the next person next to you situation ain't shit, or you think light of it, or you don't show no empathy, or have empathy for that person next to you in their situation. But then you want someone that shows sympathy and have empathy for you and yours. See, like life don't work that way, and I really believe, like I said, we as human beings, we gotta do better. We gotta want better. We gotta treat each other better, man. We gotta be better. Like I always try to keep a positive mindset, and I always try to look out as much as I possibly can, especially to my loved ones and my family and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I try my hardest to look out and to just try to be there as much as I can in any way. It ain't gotta always be financially. A lot of us right now, what I mean by hard times financially, is hard times for a lot of us as well. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us right now struggling, you know, to survive, if I want to say, you know, having a hard time figuring it out. But I always say you got to go back to the drawing board, you know, when it comes to your finances. You know, you got to really sit down and write, like how they used to do back in the day. Like back in the day, how they used to do back in the day, you'll see our parents, you'll see your parents, they be sitting down, they be writing everything down, like they be writing down all their expenses, all their bills. And my mom used to do all the time. She'd be at the dining room table, or she'd be at our desk. We had a desk with a computer, which she never really used a computer, but she'd be writing all her bills down in her notebook and writing down everything, all her expenses and everything. This is way before social media. Like we ain't, you know what I'm saying? This is way before technology, you know, that crap. You know what I'm saying? We using now today. That to me now, we should be easier to keep up with your finances because of technology, in my opinion. But I just remember my mom used to do that all the time. She used to write down all her bills, all her expenses, all the stuff she spent, what's going out, what's coming in, to try to give it like an idea on how can you save money and stuff like that. My mom always told me, I don't care if you put up $10 a week, you know, that's $40 a month. You know what I'm saying? Like you can put up money and just let it grow over time. You know, that's what I do now. Like what I do, I take money off every week. I got cash and I got money in my accounts. I got a few accounts I try to keep. I got one account I don't touch at all. I don't even got a checkings account. It's a savings account. That I gotta go deposit the money, you know what I'm saying, into that account every month. You know what I'm saying? And then the only way I can get it out is through my savings. You know what I'm saying? I do that just because so that way I can't use it. You know, if you ain't got no check, you ain't got no card, you can't use it. And that account just add up money. It just add up. You know, and I got my other two accounts for, you know, bills, and my other account is for just just other expenses and stuff like that. I don't use that one for bills and stuff. But my finances, like I sit down and look at it. Like I said, it's easy now. You got apps now. Um, you got I used to write it down too, but I don't. Like I had a planner and stuff. I used to write it down, but I don't do that no more because I just put it on my phone. Everything in my phone. I go look at everything I spent in this app I'm using. It showed me everything from the cent, from how much money I'm spending here, there, how much money got coming in, how much money I got going to this account, how much money I'm taking out of this account. So like, it helped me out so much with my finances on where I'm spending too much money at. Like my biggest thing, I was spending too much money on fast food. I just gave you a little example of me. I was spending too much money on fast food, and last few months now, I've been cutting down. Last few months, I've been cutting down. I ain't buying no fast food really. You know what I'm saying? I might get something here and there at lunch, but I'm talking about I was buying fast food like crazy. When I got paid on weekends, you know what I'm saying? I was spending a lot of money, man. I was spending hundreds of dollars instead of just going to the store and getting some food. You know what I'm saying? And spending $100 there, and then that food lasts me way longer than a day or two. You know what I'm saying? And I see that I'm saving a lot of money just from that example I'm using. That little thing is making me save hundreds of dollars just for me cutting back on that. And then I also cut back on drinking. When I don't drink no more, I'll spend money on bottles. That money I'm saving. So it's just things you gotta look at in your finances. Like there's a lot of things that we do that we don't realize that we do that we can cut back on. And we can put that money up and let it just add up over time. You gotta think, man. A lot of us been in our job for years or a few years or multiple years, I should say. Most of us, a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, I'm speaking to. And think about it, if you just save $25 a week out of your checks. If you get paid weekly every 2 weeks, you put 50. Like I said, that's $200 in a month. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's $100. You say 25. You know what I'm saying? A week. That's 100. No, 20. Yeah, 100. But I'm talking about, yeah. If you say 50, that's what I meant to say. I'm tripping. If you just say, oh yeah, let's just go back to that. If you say $25 a week, that's $100 a month. That's $1,200 a month of the year. That's 1,200,000. That's 1,200. I mean, dollars, not thousand. I'm tripping right now. Just bear with me. But no, like on some real shit, like $25 a week or $50 a week, you saving money every week, every month, and you ain't touching that money for a whole year. Like let that thing add up for a whole year. Think about it. It's only $25 a week. That's $100 a month. See what I'm saying? And then you're not even touching that money. You're not touching it at all. You just letting it just add up. You know what I'm saying? And then you, like I said, you put up $10, $20. You put up more, put up more. You know what I'm saying? And you just put up money every single week you get paid. Take something out of your check every single time you get paid, no matter what. I don't care what it is. I don't care how small it is, how big it is. Every week you get paid, or every 2 weeks you get paid, or every time you get paid. Take some money out of your account and put it up. You will see over time. You just not touching it, and you let it build up over time. Man, so imagine you don't touch it for 2 years, and that's just $25. That's just $25. You spend $25 on fast food. You spend $25 on bottles. You spend $25 on weed. You spend $25 on hair. You spend $25. You see what I'm saying? On whatever, video games, whatever, cigarettes, fast food, whatever. Like, think about it. Think about it. You spend that, and you don't even think about it. It's like you don't even miss it, right? So that's just the example I want to use, and we can't sit and say we can't do it, because we can. You know what I'm saying? We can do whatever we want to do. It's a choice. It's a decision that we can make on to change our finances and change our way to where you ain't gotta live paycheck to paycheck. You got something to fall back on, because you can, like I said, you put $5 up a week, $10 up. You might not think that's nothing as you saving it, but then I'm telling you, let a year go by, a whole year go by. Think about it. You save, like I said, $25 a week, and a whole year, 12-month calendar year go by. That's $1,200 you just saved off $25. Think about that. I don't know, man. Like I said, I've been doing it too for a while, and my mom always told me to put up something. So when I was younger, put up something. I don't care what it is. Always put up something, no matter what. Don't ever just blow your whole check unless you really got to. But you shouldn't have to. Honestly, like I said, if you only could put up $5, see what I'm saying, a week, it's better than nothing. That will add up over time. Before you know, you got a couple hundred, few hundred months down the line, and that's just money that you just saving on your own. Like, you gonna have money, because you get paid every week, or you get a check coming. But that's just extra money on the side that you like, dang, I forgot I put up. Times I look at my car, or I look, because I be saving money every fucking where, and I just look like, damn, I forgot I put that. I've been putting money up here. Let me see how much. I'm just gonna see. It's been like 8 months. Let me go see. And I count. I'm like, damn. Okay. And the thing is, you gotta stay disciplined. Don't go spend it. Don't be like, oh man, I got $800. I got this. I got $1,200. I got whatever it may. You know what I'm saying? Don't continue to keep on. Unless you really need it for a rainy day. Continue to keep on. Before you know it, you be looking at your job like, hey, I don't live paycheck to paycheck no more. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about it, because I got some money put up, just in case if I do have to go find another job. Whatever it may be, you set yourself up. Set yourself up. Don't think you always got to have big money to set yourself up. Don't always look to other people to think that that's the only way you can get yourself set up. Don't think that you got to have income tax, or no. You can do it yourself. Literally, you can do it yourself. Literally, if you think about it, if you was a millionaire, if you was rich, and you had a whole bunch of money, you put some money up for that, wouldn't you? If you came across $2 million or $500,000, ain't you gonna put something up out of $500,000? You think, or you just gonna spend a whole $500,000? No, you gonna put something up. You like, man, I'm gonna try to put up like a couple $100,000. You know what I'm saying? I might spend a couple, but I'm gonna put up a couple too. I'm gonna try to invest it in something. Why I gotta take you getting $100,000, $500,000, whatever it means, millions of dollars, for you to think that same mindset? If you working a job and you going to work every week, and you gotta pay yourself too. Pay yourself. Pay yourself by putting something up. Be smart about the situation. Be smart about your finances. Not don't just get up and blow money just because you got it. And I know, oh, I got a job, I get paid. No, don't have that type of mindset. I used to have that mindset where I know I'm gonna get paid. I'm gonna get paid again. I ain't worried about it. No, bro. Put your money up. Invest. If you really think about it, and you really don't need to be spending money on nothing anyways, if you can't afford to buy it twice. Like, save it for another day to where now I can travel. I can go to Miami. I can go overseas. I can do these things that I want to do. I can buy the things I want for my children. I can take them to Disney World, whatever it may be. And I ain't gotta wait for my income tax. I ain't gotta wait for this, that, and the third. You can do whatever you want to do. And think about it, you've been at your job for 5 years. Just imagine the first year you got your job, and you start putting up, and say you're making like 1,000 a week, and you can put up $25 a week or 50 a week. And imagine 5 years from the day you start that week, that first year or whatever, to now 5 years fast forward, and you putting up 25 a week or 50 a week. How much money you got in that account? You could do it cash, or you can do it whatever how you want to do it. But just imagine how much you would go back and you would check, and you'd be like, wow, like, and you wouldn't even think nothing of it because, like I said, it's that money right there. You blowing it anyway. That's what I'm saying. We all can really kind of be straight if we start thinking the way that we need to be thinking. We gotta do better as far as our finances. I know a lot of us as black people wasn't taught that in school, and we wasn't damn sure talk about that from our family. I tell you that right now. So you gotta learn that shit. They got videos out. I had to teach myself. I had to learn. I had to learn how to really get my finances in order, and getting everything in order to where. And I had to learn the hard way, man. Like literally, I had to learn the hard way, in my 20s. Now in my 30s, I get it now, and I'm telling you, this is the first step to you to changing your life for you, and it's an investment to you, and you should be more eager to want to do it because, like I said, you paying yourself. You paying yourself. You taking money that you made, you worked hard for, and you putting it to the side. You know what I'm saying? Make it to where you ain't gotta live paycheck to paycheck. You know that. Well, like I said, say you make $1,000 weekly, and you saving every month $200, and then the thing is, you saving $200 every month. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 5 months, you just saved $1,000, right? So 5 months, you just saved $1,000. You getting paid weekly 1,000. So 5 months go by, you ain't even thinking about it. You saving $200 a week. 5 months go by, you got $1,000 in your account, and you just saving money. Do it again for another 5 months. That's $2,000. Like I said, you get 1,000 a week. You got 2,000 in the bank now for 10 months. Do it again for another 5 months. You got $3,000. You're still paying your bills. You're still taking care of your responsibilities. You're still doing what you got to do. You just putting $50 up. Think about this, man. I'm trying to get people to realize this, man. Like, this is what I do. This is why I always got money, because I'm not just depending on my check. I'm not just depending on what I make weekly. And another thing too, I'm gonna give you some game. Like I got some game a long time ago when I was in my 20s. When you work overtime, look at your finance, look at your check, look at your overtime money, see how much you make in overtime. Take that money and put up. Don't spend your overtime money. People think, oh, I'm working overtime, I'm getting a little extra money. Now I got a little bit more in my check. I could do a little bit more by spending money that you don't need to be spending. Instead of saying, you know what? All right, well, I'm making $250 extra on overtime, or I'm making $350 extra on overtime, or 400, whatever the number may be, extra off your regular pay. Take that $350 you make extra, put it up, put it in your account. You still living off your regular check anyways, right? Take that $350 and put it in your account, and then let it grow. So think about it, if you work overtime for a whole month, right, and you making $350 extra. Just think how much money you just made by putting that up for that month. Every time you work overtime, put it up. Unless you really seriously gotta take care of some business, put it up. You will see, you literally will see the big difference in your life by you doing these things. It's just little tricks and little things that I learned that I do, that then that way too, when overtime get cut. Just imagine you working all year long, and then they cut overtime at the end of the year. You worked all year long from say you work from January to like October or November overtime, and then they cut it for the last 2 months. You then saved all your overtime for that whole year. Imagine what the hell you can do when it comes to Christmas time. Imagine the hell you can go travel, take a trip, do your Christmas shopping, get all your kids wherever they want, still take a trip, take time off, and still have money left in the bank to do it again the next year. And this is just off a job. People really don't understand how to finesse a job, and I see it. And you can finesse a job working at McDonald's. You can finesse a job working at where I'm working at Goodyear. You can finesse a job whatever you doing. You got a paycheck coming, and you making, I say minimum 350 a week. Minimum. And that's low. I know it is, but minimum 350 a week. You can finesse a job. But if you working overtime, you getting way more than 350 a week. So at the end of the day, you can finesse and you can figure it out and you can make some money. You can really make some money off a job. If you ain't got nothing else going on, no other hustles or other extra sources of income coming in, you're gonna have to finesse your job. That's just what it is. And you will see, if you got discipline, it teaches you discipline. It teaches you how to be smarter with your money and then patience, and you will have a sense of calm where you know when people they trying to figure out how to take care of their bills because they live in check to check because they spending at money that they shouldn't be spending, and you just sit back like, man, my feet up, because you know you can put money up this whole entire time for a rainy day. We don't know how the future gonna hold. We don't know what's about to happen. And at the end of the day, you sit back because you know you got $10,000 in the bank. You saved from your job. You didn't have to put no loans. You didn't have to use no credit cards. You didn't have to do none of that. You just saved your money every week. Every time you got paid, you put up some cash. I'm telling you, man, it's a way to hustle, man, on this job shit. I've been doing it too long, and I've been doing it too well. And that's the reason why I always got money. And I always put up something for myself for a rainy day, especially for my kids and my family. That's why when you all, my homies call me, anybody call me, hey, I can do it. If it's always a choice if I want to or not. You know what I'm saying? Now I might not want to do it because I just ain't trying to do it. There might be times where I'm like, no, I can look out for you. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you got to look at it, too. You can't be no fool. Like, I can't just continue to just keep giving you money every time you ask me. And, you know, then it just come across as you using me. I'm going to feel like it and all that and everything. So that's why sometimes I just fall back. But I'm saying at the end of the day, I can help myself and I can help whoever really in a way and take care of my kids and my responsibilities off. And I pay child support, too. I pay child support. So I really got to put up money on the side to be able to offset that. And I'm saying at the end of the day, you gotta you working right now, 9 to 5, whatever, and you making whatever you making. Just think about it. Look at your finances. Sit down with everything that you spending. Look at everything that's going out. See where you spending most of your money at. And then, I mean, just look at your whole entire finance system. Just look at it, your whole entire thing. And then you will see where you're like, damn, I spent, like, you don't realize this. That's the reason why it's good to look at your bank statements, and bank summaries, and look at your, just whatever it is that because you know how you look at your bank statements and it show everything that you spent your money on, how much money you spent out, and all that and everything. And like I said, if you get an app, they got apps online at the Apple store, whatever store, and they got actual stuff like that where they break down everything that you spend. Like, you spent this much on this food, or you spent this much on this product, you spent this much, and they break it down to the T, to the fucking cent. And then you can go through and you can see, like, man, I spent $100 at Popeyes. Like, this is me. Like, I see, I'm like, damn, I spent $110 at Popeyes that month. Last month, I spent 110. Damn, I did. I'm about to cut that in half. I ain't gonna spend 110 no more. So therefore, now you start keeping track of everything. Every time you go, I go to Popeyes, I keep track. Okay, well, I just spent this, I spent that. Okay, now I'm at 40. I gotta stop. See what I'm saying? Like, you get a better sense of awareness of your spending habits. You get a better sense of awareness of your finances. People really think that you gotta. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you can get along or you can figure out a way to get a lot of money to get yourself together. Sometimes, for myself and a lot of people like myself, that's just a regular person working a 9 to 5, can't do that. We can't do that. I don't have no, you know what I'm saying, none of that. So I gotta figure out a way. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna put up some money. I gotta figure out how the way I can save some bread. I gotta figure out the way I can get myself together. And I work. There's no way that I work 40 hours a week and I'm broke. How am I broke? This is the mindset that this is a long time ago in my 20s. I like had to think about that. Like, how am I broke? And I'm working every day, 5 days a week, 6 days a week, or whatever, and I'm getting my 40 hours, or sometimes more, and I'm broke at the end of the day. I'm broke. I'm broke in a few days. I pay my bills and I'm broke. How? So I had to. I'm gonna put this away, and I'm gonna let it add up, and I'm not gonna think about it, and I'm gonna let months, years go by, and I'm just gonna do what I do, and I'm gonna be on my shit, and I'm gonna be on what I'm spending, where paying attention to everything, and then before you know, like I said, a year go by, you already saved up thousands of dollars. You saved up over 1,000. You saved up, you can save up $500 in that year. It's better than saving zero. You $500 up. Think about it. Like I said, you 5 years and you save $500 a year. Add it up. So you got to look at it from that perspective. I hope that y'all watch this full video. I know it's long because I'm just wanting y'all to. I'm just trying to give y'all some game on how to make some money just off a regular job, regular old 9 to 5 like I do. And I know, yeah, I mean, I make a little bit more wage-wise, my job and stuff. But I was saying, even if I worked at McDonald's, when I was working at McDonald's, when I was working my last job, I wasn't making nearly as much as I was making. I wasn't even making over 20 an hour at my last job. And I still was able to put up money and still be able to, I saved a lot of money in my last job just because, what I'm telling you, I had to get it together. I got to get my mind straight. I got to get away from this worldly stuff and stop thinking about all these worldly things and think about all this other stuff and get really deep down on my situation and taking care of my business and my responsibilities and doing what I got to do to get myself ahead so I can live the life that I want to live and do the things that I want to do, because my kids deserve it, to have a good life. I work hard, man. I deserve to have a good life. I put in the work and the time. Come on, man. A lot of us work hard. Like right now, you working hard right now. Right now, you getting your ass up every day. You getting to work. You getting up every day. And you take care of them kids. You doing what you gotta do. And I'm talking about men and women. Y'all handling y'all business. Don't cheat yourself. Stop cheating yourself. Stop cheating yourself by spending money that you shouldn't be spending. Stop cheating yourself on stuff that you shouldn't be doing, man. Get your money up. Be smart about what you do. And you ain't gotta always invest in all that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying those things is bad. But you work a 9 to 5, you work 40 hours, there's no way you should be broke. There's no way. I don't care. And then, too, if you are, that means that you need to sit down and check your finances, because you got your overheads too big. You living outside your means. And that's another thing that as black people, we don't want to admit. A lot of us be living outside our means. We want to pay an $800 car note. There's no way the fucking hell you should be paying an $800 car note unless you make a serious change. If you broke because you paying an $800 car note and you paying your rent, that's telling you right there that that car note ain't worth it, bro. It ain't worth it. And I know you want a nice car, I know you want nice things, but $800 a month and insurance, that ain't even including insurance, and then your rent probably $1,000 or $1,200, and then you struggling to pay this stuff, you stressing out, and you barely making it. Why? Why? Ask yourself why? And you can just cut down on your life expenses, cut down on your way you living. That you don't have to have an $800 car payment. See what I'm saying? These are things you have to make, the choices you have to make. And I know it's hard for us black people because we ain't never had shit. And when we get shit, we want to have it. We want a brand new 2025. We want to pull up here. We want to have a nice ass crib, plush out crib. We want to have these things. I get it 100%. But that means you have to get your finances up to afford that, or you're going to have to live within your means. And when you live within your means like I do, I live within my means. I'm not trying to be out here paying for all that and all that because I just know what it is. Hey, I'm telling you, man, you will see. You will see. And then you can get to that point where you can live like that. But you got to start from somewhere to get to there. So, hey, man, like I said, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I hope that I gave you some insight. Like I said, life is hard. It's hard times right now. And I just want y'all to, understand that it's a way out. It's a way that you can change your life. It's a way that you can, it's always more than one way to skin a cat. There's ways that you can figure this out, but you gotta really sit down within your situation, because everybody's situation is different. You gotta sit down with your situation, sit down with you as a person, and look at your life. It's not about my life. It's not about the next person's life. It's about your life. Look at it. Sit down. See what you gotta do to make it to where you can be happy, you can have a great life and enjoy your life and do the things that you want to do. You ain't gotta worry about, oh, I ain't got no money. I'm working hard. I don't understand. I'm telling you, you gotta sit down. You gotta look at it, and it ain't gonna be easy. Cause if it was, everybody be doing it. Cause that's what everybody want. Oh, it should be easy. Oh, I should be able to do this. I should. Why is it? No, it's gonna take time. It's a challenge. It's something that you gotta step up to, and you gotta figure it out. And once you do, you're gonna be proud of yourself because you're gonna say, "Man, I came a long way." You're gonna see the growth. I'm telling you. Tea time out, no pulp production, alcohol for life. Y'all have a blessed day. It's a beautiful day out in my city right now. Get out, enjoy the weather, enjoy the fresh air. Hey man, enjoy God's creation. He's a wonderful God. Love you. Amen.